BTS appears at Dubai airport. ARMYs can't hold back their tears, smiling face with hard eyes, face screaming in fear. No one expected the moment to hit this hard. No announcements. No warnings. Just one ordinary day at Dubai International Airport. Until suddenly, it wasn't ordinary anymore. The atmosphere shifted the second familiar silhouettes appeared at the arrival gate. At first, it was disbelief. A pause. A sharp inhale. Then everything exploded. BTS had arrived in Dubai. For a split second, the world seemed to freeze. Phones trembled in shaking hands. Eyes widened. Heart skipped beats. And then tears. Real, uncontrollable tears. Because for many ARMYs standing there, this wasn't just seeing idols at an airport. This was a dream colliding with reality. As the members stepped forward, dressed simply yet impossibly radiant, the crowd could barely contain itself. Jungkook in a casual hoodie, eyes bright but calm. Jimin walking beside him. Soft smile already forming as he noticed ARMYs crying openly. Taeyong's gaze scanned the crowd with quiet warmth, while RM moved with composed confidence, making sure everyone stayed together. Jin's presence was instantly comforting, his expressions gentle and familiar. J-Hope radiated positivity even through exhaustion, and Suga, calm, observant, quietly emotional in his own way. They weren't performing. They weren't on stage. Yet somehow, this moment felt just as powerful. As soon as ARMYs realized it was truly them, the emotions overflowed. Some covered their mouths in shock. Others dropped to tears without even trying to stop them. A few stood frozen, unable to move, as if blinking might make the vision disappear. You could hear soft sobs mixed with whispered chants of their names. Jungkook! Jimin! BTS is really here. Security tried to keep things moving smoothly, but even they seemed to understand. This wasn't chaos. This was love. What made the moment unforgettable wasn't just BTS's appearance. It was how they responded. Jimin stopped walking for a brief second, bowing deeply toward the fans, his eyes visibly soft. Jungkook raised his hand shyly, lips curving into a smile that said he felt everything ARMY was feeling. Taeyong nodded slowly, placing a hand over his heart. Jin waved gently, his expression reassuring, almost as if telling everyone, it's okay. We're here. And that was all it took. ARMYs cried harder. For many fans in Dubai, and those who had traveled from nearby countries, this was their first time seeing BTS in person. Not through screens, not through fan cams, not through delayed live streams, but right there breathing the same air. Years of waiting, years of loving from afar, years of growing up with their music, all of it came crashing down in one single airport hallway. Some ARMYs later said they didn't even remember pressing record on their phones. Their hands moved on instinct while their hearts completely lost control. Others admitted they couldn't film at all because they were too busy crying. And BTS noticed. As they walked, the members repeatedly turned back to wave again. Jungkook's smile didn't fade once. Jimin mouthed a quiet, thank you. RM nodded respectfully, his expression full of gratitude. These small gestures, simple, human, sincere, were enough to make the moment legendary. This wasn't glamour. This wasn't choreography. This was connection. In that airport, BTS weren't distant global superstars. They were 7 people meeting the love that had supported them across oceans, languages, and years of separation. ARMYs later shared stories online. I didn't think I'd cry, but the moment I saw them, I couldn't stop. They looked tired, but they still smiled for us. I waited years for this. Even seeing them for 10 seconds was enough. Within hours, clips from Dubai airport went viral across social media. Fans from all over the world watched through blurry videos and tear-filled audio, feeling emotional despite being thousands of kilometers away. Because even through a screen, you could feel it. The sincerity, the mutual respect, the unspoken promise between BTS and ARMY. No matter how big the stages become, no matter how far they travel, moments like this prove one thing. BTS never forgets who they're walking for. And ARMY never forgets why they fell in love in the first place. As BTS disappeared past the security gates, the tears didn't stop immediately. Fans stood there long after, holding on to the aftershock of the moment. Some hugged each other, strangers connected by the same overwhelming emotion. Others replayed the videos again and again, trying to convince themselves it really happened. Because sometimes, seeing BTS isn't just exciting. Sometimes, it's healing. It's overwhelming. It's everything at once. Dubai Airport will be remembered, not as a transit point, but as the place where hearts overflowed, tears fell freely, and BTS once again proved that their presence alone is enough to change an ordinary day into an unforgettable memory. And for ARMYs who were there, one thing is certain. They didn't just see BTS that day. They felt them. Purple heart sparkles,